What's up, everybody? Oh, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Good morning. And so I got 10 minutes just about before my next few classes. I had 3 classes, and then I had 1 cancellation. So I thought I'd say, okay, let's make a quick video for everybody. And today's topic is something that many people have been wanting to know about. And it's why I decided to choose Thailand, instead of China, instead of Laos or Cambodia or the other countries, and why didn't I choose America? So first of all, I do have another video coming out. It's going to be my next one. It's going to be why I think America is still the greatest country in the world. Yes, I've been watching a lot of great videos lately, and it's been reviving my spirit as more of a patriot. Yeah, I'm so thankful that I'm from the USA and that I was able to have all these amazing freedoms, because Thailand and many countries out here are amazing, but I really don't think the people in the USA especially understand how easy you guys have it just because of where you're from. So anyway, with that being said, I'm just going to list about 3 or 4 things about why I decided to choose Thailand, because it's very far away from the USA, and I went to school to become a teacher in the USA, and lots of things happen, and getting fired from the public schools and Virginia, and dropping out of UCF in Orlando, Florida, and just not really finding my flow. And at that time, I don't know, I just felt like for what I was doing, there wasn't such a high demand, and the only other thing that I was doing was like vegan catering or preparing food, or like raw food and raw vegan food and smoothies and stuff like that. But that's not enough like to pay the bills when you're living in the USA. So when I came out here to Southeast Asia, first Hong Kong and then Thailand, my idea was, I was in Costa Rica, I was in Nicaragua, I had seen Panama just briefly, and Central America, just not my cup of tea at the moment. I love Latin America, but I always felt pulled to come out here and experience, Bali or Thailand, something very tropical, something very exotic, very different, very foreign to what I have seen. But something that's always inspired me as a young kid, watching videos and, seeing, regardless, I am a vegan, and I know Anthony Bourdain talks about what he says about vegans, and he promotes a lot of meat eating, but a lot of his videos inspired me to come out here, and movies and just things like that, and people talking, and so, it's interesting because YouTube, I'm not going to get into the political side of everything, but YouTube has been itself as a tool been so useful in my life. So when I got here to Thailand, as I said, I thought that I was going to kind of keep traveling around and trying to find the best place. And I was kind of, I don't want to say a wreck 2 summers ago, but I was quite a different person. Not so much like a wreck, but I was just moving here and moving there, and unwilling to do a lot of things and unwilling to change things. This is just why it's an amazing process to come forth to your full light, and then keep ascending further into your own character, in this reality. So when I got here to Thailand, it wasn't easy, and thankfully I had a really great girl here, who, I don't know, just, ever since I met her, it was, there was chemistry, there was attraction, there was all that, but at the same time, it was almost like friends, like, I think the coolest thing about having, long-term relationships, the key to it is, like, especially when you're living together, you have to be best friends with that person, like, you can still have the romance, and you can still have the magic and the wonders and all that, but overall you have to adapt to each other and also be able to push each other at the same time. So I would probably say the number one reason why I've stayed here is because It's because of my girlfriend, and I don't know what it is. It's just like everything came together so well, at this time in my life, and finding Palfish at the right time, and my friend helped sending $700 to me and to get to Hong Kong. And by the way, I have less than $190 left to pay. In the next 2 months, I'll finish that off. See, I'm a man of my word. I told him I was going to pay, and I just want to say it to everybody out there. Nobody's perfect, and I've made tons of financial mistakes, as we all do. No one's immune to it. And I've learned that, pay off your debt, and wow, that karma, and just the feeling inside, like when you do the right thing. A lot of people are wondering why they can't do things that they want to do, and you have to be a person that's doing the right thing. And you can get up to a certain level, and then when you become more aware of what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, you have to ascend and surpass that level that you're here, and it doesn't get easier. That's just the way the flow and the process of this amazing existence goes about. And that's why you have to do it with grace. And that's why you have to do it with gratitude and appreciation. And that's the second reason why I've chose Thailand over all the other countries, is because I've seen myself transform so much here in such a short amount of time, and greeting people, and the way that I speak to people, and the way that I think. Anger is very, very destructive. And anger can just ruin everything. And the way you speak to yourself, and the way you speak to others. And everybody can be cool when you're laying on the beach, but when things go not the way that you plan, maybe you're not in the right state of mind, maybe you've been teaching a lot, right? Maybe you didn't eat well that day, so you're kind of way off balance, and you lash out verbally. Your words can hurt people too. So I've learned so many things about myself and how to correct my mistakes, and doing this thing here on YouTube and being able to document it. It's been a real blessing. So I would probably say, number one, I stay here because it's a wonderful relationship that I'm in. Number two, definitely would say I chose here because I can see the transformation that I have been going through by living here in Thailand. And it's the people here, sabai. It's like they're super relaxed, they're cool, and I think that's why a lot of people who do come here really enjoy it, because of the nature here, not just the beautiful nature, but like the nature of the people here, the nature of the culture, and the way that they interact. And this is just like Chiang Mai. This is, people in the big cities like Bangkok, but I'm about to go live out in like the countryside, like small, I don't want to say villages because they're not villages, but they're like, neighborhoods, like section neighborhoods, and they're like all families and stuff like that, and they're country, and they're rice farmers, and very simple way of living, And to see that still in 2018, wow, that's just, to me, some people would never want to go anywhere like that, and it is quite different. But at the same time, that's why I'm investing so much into what I'm doing and going to set up an amazing homestead. Number three, I would say food. The food here, am I going to miss my class? Okay, cool, I got 6 minutes. The food here in Thailand, I would say, is just amazing. I'm probably, one people could categorize me as the pickiest, most annoying eater in the world, or people could categorize me as the most conscious, life-friendly eater in the world, which I really am. So, I eat vegan. I can't say that I've been 100% perfect organic in the last few years, but pretty darn close as far as local. I've even gotten I've gotten rid of the quinoa, I've gotten rid of the lentils, I've gotten rid of a lot of the food that I used to be eating, and it's super expensive. And so I've adapted my whole diet, not my whole diet, but just about like 70% of my diet, you know, over to Thai food and vegan food. And it's easy to do it here. You can get sweet potato, purple sweet potato, yellow sweet potato, white sweet potato, regular potato. You know, you can get all types of carrots, all types of salads, all types of exotic, and also just, you know, bananas and your pineapples and your mangoes and stuff like that. And the abundance here, I'm not sure, I mean, I can't say how it is in Bangkok. It might be, it's of course better and bigger because there's more people, there's more variety and more outlying farms perhaps. But here in northern Thailand, the local organic farms here at the JJ Market are really great. And it feels so great also to bring my own bags and to support the local farms here. And I would say, as I'll throw a bonus in there, number 4, I think one of the coolest things is like, I already got pictures of I just paid like a little over $1,000 to get over like a little over 150 truckloads of raw land to get the property elevated a little bit, you know? So that way we can build the estate there, the homestead. And it's their land. And they didn't need to call the city. They didn't need to call the government. They didn't need to get inspectors to come out and all this, surveyors and stuff. You know, their dad's got a tractor and he's like leveling out the land. And it's done. You just pay a company to do it. It's like, that is what America, that is what freedom is about, you know, is if you have land, you have the right to do what you want with it, you know. And that's just another reason why I didn't choose China, you know. I think that because of the fact that it's so controlled over there, like you can't even have land. Like you can lease the land from the government for like, was it 50 or 75 years? And that's super expensive. And so like, you know, I'm from the USA and I'm just like, you know, I come from a family generation and generation and generation of farmers, and it's in my blood, you know. Like, we got to learn how to liberate ourselves. We got to really feel what liberation really is and freedom. And that's my focus. And I'm like laser focused into this right now. So you guys out there, hope you're having a great day. This is why I chose Thailand over all the countries. Number 1, you know, I'm in an amazing relationship. It's great. Number 2, been able to see an amazing transformation in my life. Number 3, the food. Number 4, kind of the small freedoms and the you know, the simple pace of life and stuff like that. And it's just, it's quite different over here. You know, Buddhist versus Christianity. I think Buddhism and Christianity, probably the two most similar, absolutely. And the way that the Buddhists live over here, you know, you guys are living out here in Thailand, you know, and the people who don't know, you guys come over here and check it out. Thailand's a great place. Have respect for the people when you come here. Make sure you try to eat vegan. Make sure you bring your own bag. Let go of the plastic. I gotta go, I'm gonna be late for my class. Bye.